Welcome to the Mullin It Over podcast with Reverend Jack Mullins and Austin Covey.
The final thing I think that I would say that sets us apart, we are not unique in this because the Baptist Church embraces the doctrine, the tradition of believers' baptism and baptism by immersion. Believers' baptism is when you're old enough to express your belief. If you're old enough to express and understand what it means to say, I believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God, then you're at an age and level of understanding to make that statement and then be baptized. Immersion baptism is just what it sounds like. You will be totally immersed. You will be put into the water and brought back out. And symbolically, it carries lots of different symbols from all the way from the passage of the Israelites through the sea to Jesus being baptized. I've heard it said that because we chose to practice immersion, we had to go to believers' baptism because you had to be old enough to understand, hold your breath.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't want to dunk babies. That might not go well.
But again, within our understanding, and when I say that, keep in mind that each of our congregations can interpret these things a little bit differently. I have known churches that will say, if you were not immersed, you cannot be a member of the church. Now, this is some time ago, but that same church operated from the understanding, if you transferred your membership from a DOC congregation, we will assume you were immersed, and so we will overlook it. We don't care. So
if you had come from another denomination into a different DOC church and then came,
one couple I worked with when I was in Abilene, they were both raised Episcopalian. When they were in school at Texas Tech, they joined a Christian church up there. They moved to Abilene. They joined the church I was serving there. They came to us from Lubbock View Christian Church. They're more than welcome. Now, having said that, that doesn't mean they were ever excluded from communion.
Right.
Absolutely not. They were always welcome. But in terms of sitting on the board or anything like that, that was, quote unquote, an issue.
Some of our people might wish that was an issue at more churches because that'd give them a good excuse to not get asked to sit on the board.
There are some folks whom I believe intentionally did not join the church for that very reason.
I don't blame them.
But
what was your joke the other day about if you've been 5 times, your common law?
Yeah.
Your membership by common law?
Yeah, exactly. And one thing that does is you have expressed your intent to be a part of the community. What does it benefit you or us to make you walk the aisle? I think it is an expression of commitment, and it's an expression for the congregation of your intent to unite with us. Personally, if you're going to sit beside me 5 or 6 weeks in a row, I'm going to consider that you have made that expression.
I was going to say, to a certain extent, just coming on a regular basis indicates that, like you said, just if you're showing up on a regular basis, that kind of indicates you want to be a part of this.
And there are times when you see people who may have never, quote unquote, joined the church, who may be more faithful in that regard than people who have been a member of the church for 30 years.
Right.
Thank you for joining us today for this episode of Mulling It Over. I hope that you found something meaningful and beneficial to take with you.
If you have any questions or topics you would like to hear us discuss, you can either put them down in the video comments or you can email them to us at office@irvingnorthcc.org.
As always, we want to invite you to join us for worship every Sunday morning, 11 o'clock a.m. at Irving North Christian Church, 2602 Texas Drive, Irving, Texas. May God bless.